Hi dear aspirants, welcome to English Literature and Language Academy. So our channel name is English Literature and Language Academy. So please do subscribe and share all our videos in our YouTube channel. This channel is specially reserved for UGC-NTA NET, KSET or SLET, Assistant Professor, lecturers for PU colleges, and HSTR teachers. Our channel is very useful for all exams based on literature. And today a very special announcement for all PU lecturers and HSTR teachers. So tomorrow onwards, daily we are going to update previous question papers, especially for PU lecturers and HSTRs. In that series, we are going to analyze previous questions in detail that can be very helpful for all the aspirants for PU lecturers and HSTR teachers. That also helpful for NTA NET, SLET and assistant professor exams. So let's move on to today's topic, blank verse. Blank verse. Let's see what is blank verse. Before going to a clear definition, we need to break this word into two parts. One is blank, another one is verse. So generally blank means space, free in general terms. In poetry, blank means unrhymed or not following any rhyming scheme. That is called unrhymed. Unrhymed is nothing but blank. And the second term is verse. So what does mean by verse? Verse mean poetry or poetic lines. Here when we club these two words, blank verse means a poetry or poetic lines that does not follow any rhyming scheme is called blank verse. This form of poetry has been very popular since 15th and 16th century, especially in Europe. Please remember, it was an European origin, blank verse, and popular in 15th and 16th centuries, especially in France. Later, actually in 15th and 16th century, Renaissance was occurred that influenced on England. In that context, this genre was started to practiced in England, especially in 16th century. So, who was the ruling in 16th century in England? Can you guess? It is the Queen Elizabeth I. So please remember, Queen Elizabeth I was ruling in 16th century in England. So at that time, it was very popular poetic genre. Next, who was started and who was first introduced this blank verse in England? That is Earl of Surrey. His full name is Henry Howard. Please remember, Henry Howard. When he was introduced? In 1540. Please remember the date, 1540. Actually, blank verse was introduced when he was translating a famous work in it. Actually, he was not written any poetry in English originally using blank verse, but he used blank verse when he was translating epic Aeneid. Who has written this work? Please write the answer in comment section. Okay, Let's move on. What are the features of blank verse, or how to identify blank verse in any poetry or any poetic stanzas? So the very first feature is iambic. Look at word iambic pentameter. Penta mean 5. Penta means 5. Stress. So any form of poetry that is following 5 stresses in their syntax or sentence structure, that is called iambic pentameter. Iambic pentameter is nothing but free verse. Please remember, free verse, or sorry, it is not free verse. Any form of poetry that is following 5 stresses is nothing but blank verse. Blank verse. And the second very fundamental feature of blank verse is closest. It is very close to natural rhythm. Natural rhythm of English speech. Generally, English speaking countries used to speak English in a natural way. That is very applicable to blank verse. It means English poetry that uses natural words of English in their daily conversation, that is blank verse. It means it is easy to write poetry if you are using blank verse that is very nearest to our daily conversation like English. And third important feature of blank verse is it is flexible and communicative. Please try to understand the term. They may be alternative, they may be easy to write, and that can easily communicable. This is a very important feature of blank verse. Next, Elizabethan poetry and drama. So please remember, actually in 16th century in England, blank verse was widely used and practiced not only in poetry but also in drama. So for example, Christopher Marlowe's Dr. Faustus, he uses in his drama blank verse. So please remember, blank verse was popularized by Christopher Marlowe in 16th century in England. Next, modern drama. So why in most of the ages blank verse was used? Because it is very near to natural rhythm of English speech. In this way, most of the poets, especially famous poets, used this form of poetry. Look at in modern time, like T.S. Eliot and many of his contemporaries used blank verse not only in writing poetry but also in drama. So these are all prove that, I mean that these features tell us that blank verse is very popular and widely practiced poetic form. Let's move on the next. Who were the practitioners of blank verse? Let's see. The very first one is like John Milton, T.S. Eliot, William Wordsworth, Tennyson, S.T. Coleridge, Wallace Stevenson. So let's on. They are important works who were written in blank verse, are used blank verse. John Milton, famous epic, Paradise Lost, Paradise Lost, T.S. Eliot in his plays like Murder in the Cathedral, Murder in the Cathedral, William Wordsworth autobiographical poem, The Prelude, Tennyson's lyric poems, and Coleridge, Kubla Khan, and many other poems, and Wallace Stevens. Please remember, he was an American poet. He was an American poet. So, many other poets also were used blank verse in their poetry. However, these poets like Milton, Eliot, Wordsworth, Tennyson, Coleridge, and Stevens were the famous practitioners of blank verse. So let's move on. A very important question on this topic. Today's practice question is, which of the following poem does not follow? Please remember the word does not follow blank verse scheme. So the option Paradise Lost, option B Rape of Lock, option C Prelude, option D The Wasteland. So please answer to this question in comment section, and in next video I will give you answer to this question. Hope you understood the topic blank verse. If you have any doubts, any queries, please use comment section to write any feedback or any queries in comment section. Thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe, share, like, and comment in our comment section. Our channel name is English Literature and Language Academy. Thank you for watching this video.